Merkel Media.
He put it in park, threw open the driver's door, ran out the side of the car, across the front of it, and jumped right off the side of the bridge in front of me.
The only people that really pulled over were truckers.
He said, we're going to Hodge, and he didn't slow down. He went across the median onto the oncoming traffic, but where they could see him coming, they just got out of the way.
I noticed this plane was really low. It went right in front of us, hit the fence, and it spun around. 30 seconds more, he could have hit us.
And I went around that truck, and a guy stepped out from behind the truck and threw a piece of wood, and it shot through my window just like a spear and stuck in the back of the cab of my truck.
That's probably one of the stranger things I've seen.
All right, welcome to Hammer Lane Legends. I am Brian Merkel.
I'm Brian Shipper.
If you have a crazy and wild story you would like to share with us from the road, if you would like to talk to us, have a conversation with us and talk to us about your experiences on the road, go ahead and contact us at hllpodcast@protonmail.com. That's hllpodcast@protonmail.com. Or go to the Hammer Lane Legends webpage. Hit the contact section, get a hold of us that way. Either way works for us. Just get a hold of us. We really do want to have a conversation with you. We really do want to sit down and talk to you. We really do want to have an interactive, fun, lighthearted conversation about your experiences. And it doesn't mean we can't be serious. It doesn't mean that we can't. You know what I'm saying? Shipper, tell them about the Buy Me a Coffee.
Buy Me a Coffee. Keep us fueled. Keep us caffeinated at buymeacoffee.com/Hammer Lane. Is that close? buymeacoffee.com/Hammer Lane.
Yeah.
See, I got it.
You did. You did a good job, dude. You doubted yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You're doing fantastic.
Keeps us caffeinated. If you like what we're doing with the show, feel free to contribute. If not, thanks for looking. Oh, that's I just
never fails. But it's okay. It's still in your head, and it's okay. We'll work on that more.
It took a while.
It does. That's why I said it's all right. We'll keep working on it. It's a good thing. Look,
you want me to do that again? Buymeacoffee.com/Hammer Lane. Keeps us fueled, keeps us caffeinated, keeps the show on the road. Enjoy.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. That was good.
Thanks for sending your money.
Yeah. Well, thanks for looking. I don't know.
There you go. That's fine.
I can go with that.
Just thanks for looking.
All right. I'll go with that.
Yeah. That's all good. Well, in case you haven't noticed, in case you haven't seen, in case you didn't take notice who's on the other end of this friggin' line. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is our old producer who's left the show.
Right.
He's moved on to bigger and better shows. He's producing for other people. Hint, hint, HQ. But it is really awesome to see you, Jackson. How you doing?
Hey, fellas, I am good, and I'm glad to be here.
That's it. That's the extent of
that's
it.
That's
right.
What do you want me to say? I got it. Thanks for the super happy wait, round of applause right here.
Yeah, we can
add. Jason, add that in post.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to be here with you guys. It's been, I don't know how long it's been. It's been a little while.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to get back at the old grindstone here and have a conversation with my old podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, we're nobodies now.
You're somebody in nobody's eyes.
Right. I think it's more so the other way.
Wow. You're
nobody
though somebody loves you. Apparently nobody loves us. So
oh man.
Where is that?
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, it sounds like an old song, doesn't it? That's all right.
Yeah,
we are the old. We're the proverbial Nat King Cole, unforgettable. Probably not for really good reasons. We're just we're unforgettable because they're like, I'm not listening to that one again.
Mm-hmm. They already
no. Hey, you know what? Jason's doing a very good job trying to get the show out there and multiple different platforms. So by the way, for those of you who are listeners and you like to watch things, this is on YouTube now. So all of these podcasts that have been recorded, they're on YouTube now. So, and Jason's putting all the videos together and he put the whole new intro together. So, I mean, he's killing it.
What intro?
What?
We have a new intro.
Yeah, especially for video. He put a whole new video intro together
Well, I'm waiting for a specific video.
Shipper doesn't do the video thing. Like for Shipper, he still believes in the tubes. Video killed the radio star. So I know that's an 80s song, 80s reference. Go back and look. But that's Shipper's attitude towards the YouTube thing, apparently. Because I don't think he's watched it yet. Have you watched our videos at all?
No.
But he listens to the show. He listens faithfully.
I was going to say, he actually listens to it. I know that you don't listen to
it. You know why? Because it lets me know that people are listening when they call me and say, "Hey, I noticed this on the show this week." You listen.
Or they call, "Where's the show?"
Yeah,
it was just
Hey, that doesn't happen anymore.
Not recently. No,
it's been good. Jason really is doing a good job. And we really appreciate him, and you did a great job. We always appreciate having you on. It's good to see you, and I'm glad you Labor Day weekend. You take a little break from your labor and get to sit here and chit chat with your old man and Shipper.
Not a break. There's no break. I'm working today. I'll be working Monday for sure. Like no break.
You working Monday? Do you get paid?
Well, yeah, because I can't if I don't.
Well, you can work. You can work Monday. You don't have to answer a phone.
That's true. Yeah. No, I have to. I work Monday just so that I can. Otherwise, I wouldn't. But just so that I don't have to do as much in Utah.
Kind of catch up on things a little bit, so you're ahead of schedule.
It's not really. Yeah, it's just getting ahead of schedule. Yeah.
That's good.
But
it's always good.
No, that's no rest for the wicked, I guess is what they say. So.
Or the weary.
Or the weary. Yeah.
It's
where the hell?
Which one am I?
Unless I don't know. You figured that one out.
Okay, good point. Yeah.
I won't impose my view on that.
Where did you say he was going on?
Utah.
Yeah.
Vernal.
Let's see where that.
Yeah. So that's
on his phone while we're talking on the show.
Yeah. Helpful. Well, we're going out to Utah because Tony has a conference, Phenomicon, on I think it starts on the 2nd or the 3rd, and it goes
Street song, doesn't it?
Phenomicon.
Yeah. Phenomicon. Your mom thinks of that stuff all the time. Your mom's hilarious. But anyway, go ahead.
That is not a song. Hey man, you can write a song now. Write anything you want. Do it with AI.
What's Phenomicon? Is that like paranormal?
Yeah. It's going to be a bunch of speakers. It's 4 days long or 3 days long or something like that. And he's speaking the first day. He's doing a Dogman talk.
Oh, cool.
For anybody listening,
who's into that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so he's, I know he's actually looking forward to it because he gets a bunch of time, which is something his talks are cut short.
Oh,
so
really?
I know that, because he's, him, he can be long-winded and he can go on and on and on and on. So
he's very loquacious.
Yes, he's loquacious and articulate too. That's one of the things that I know.
For next truck driver.
I was going to say, that's one of the things I know he's worked on is his articulation.
Nice. So, yeah. It's easy to mumble.
Huh?
It's easy to mumble.
What?
It's
easy to pronunciate.
No, but anyway, so Utah's going to be pretty cool because we're going to be out there for a few days. We're going to be from basically like Tuesday to Sunday. We leave Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon or something like that. And we're coming back.
Driving or flying?
We're flying.
Hey, I don't know. I mean,
last time, 2 years ago when we drove out there, that is the last time that we would do anything like that. That was the worst decision. And the only reason why we did that is because we thought that it would be cheaper and it would be easier. It is not. It's like 36 hours of driving.
Wow.
So no chance we are driving again ever to do that.
Don't blame you.
Yeah.
Don't blame me at all.
So,
man.
I mean, as opposed to like a 5-hour flight, because from where we're at, you can't just fly directly out of Knoxville. You have to fly out of Knoxville to Charlotte or Knoxville to Atlanta or Knoxville to Nashville, and then you fly to wherever you're going.
One of those really weird things when you think about it, right? Knoxville to Atlanta, so you're flying east to go west.
Well, it's just because Atlanta is like a huge hub.
I know, but I'm just saying it's just crazy. It's one of those weird things that happen.
I know. And it's
I
stupid too because it's for us. It's only 3.5 hours at the most drive to Atlanta. Right. So it's like you're basically flying this or taking the same amount of time to get into the airport, wait for your flight to get there, and for onboarding and all of that stuff. And then if it's delayed, like it basically takes almost the same amount of time to go through the entire process of flying to Atlanta as it would to just drive to Atlanta and fly from Atlanta to wherever you're going.
Exactly.
But yeah, it also just makes things a little bit easier though to just because it's close. The airport is so close to where we're at. It's like you just go there, park your car, and then you fly out.
Good.
A mere minutes away from where your car is at, which is great because then when we get back, we can just hop in the car, go back to our place, and I can park my car at Tony's house, which is always good.
And then drive an extra half hour home after that.
Yeah, actually, no, it's like 40 minutes. It's crazy. Wow. I live only like 15 minutes from Tony. Or not 15 minutes, 15 miles from Tony. But it takes me like 40 minutes, which is insane to get to his house. Wow. Because whether it's, a few, there's really no highways that I take except for 275. And that's only for like 2 miles. Once I'm done with 275, then I'm on to back roads or, smaller expressways and things like that. Yeah. And there's stoplights and there's all this stuff and there's tons of back roads. It's just hilarious because it's like, bird's eye, if I'm flying, bird's eye view, it's only 15 miles. So you think, it should take maybe 20 minutes, but that's how it is around here though. It's like you can be going to a place that's 10 miles away and it takes you 30 minutes to get there because it's just windy back roads pretty much everywhere once you get outside of Knoxville.
Yeah. So, that's life down south.
Yeah. Which is nice. I don't complain about it. It's just funny that it takes me the same amount of time to get to Tony's place as it did in Pennsylvania when he was like 30 miles away from me then.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys are heading out. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. So, there's all kinds of stuff with this phenomenon. I mean, it's, not just Dogman, but it's all kinds of paranormal.
Oh, yeah.
What would you call that? I guess paranormal.
It's a bunch of stuff. So it's like, there's a lot of people who are going to be there, a lot of big speakers, people who are on TV and everything. So it's like, that's true. Tony's a pretty big speaker. It's Bigfoot, it's UFOs, it's Dogman, it's, aliens, all that stuff. Yeah. And I'm sure there are people listening who know David Politis. So Missing 411.
Missing 411, right?
Yeah, exactly. Missing 411, he's one of the keynote speakers.
Which is amazing you actually pronounced his name right. I see so many people, they mispronounce his name on Pilates, Pilatus.
I'm used to hearing the name and I know him, so it's it's a little easier to remember. But
I've heard his name a million times.
He's one of the big speakers there. There's other people who are on TV for like Expedition Bigfoot and stuff. So I don't know who actually would know Bigfoot. What? Yeah, he's going to be speaking.
Good.
Yeah, and I'm going to butcher her name. Myra, something like that.
Myra, M-Y-R-A.
No, it's not. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's a little different, but she's his co-host and she's also speaking. Cool. But yeah, it's going to be, it's going to be fun. There's a lot of people that are going to be there. It's a 3-day event, something like that. And so it's going to be a lot of time, which is going to be nice. Right. I actually, it's funny because the last time we were in Utah, that was when we were filming The Shape of Shadows. That came out like a year and a half ago or something like that. And we were in a different part of Utah. We were up in the Uinta Basin.
Uinta Basin, yeah.
Yeah. And so, it's a little different area, and it'll be kind of nice to kind of just get a different view of Utah from Vernal.
Right.
But
do you know where Vernal's at? Like, is that southern or central? Or
I have no clue. I can look it up right now.
I was like looking around for somebody else.
My thought would be that
that's for paying attention to the show.
My thought would be that it's closer to Salt Lake City, but I have no clue.
I will say this before we brought you on the show. Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's actually... It is up in the northeast corner. Okay. It's really close to the border, actually.
Colorado.
Yeah, up by Colorado.
Yeah.
Is it the Forest Corners section?
It's close to that.
Close to the Four Corners?
It's probably
Colorado, Utah.
Probably like 50 miles from there. Wait, no.
No, that's...
No.
Four Corners would be at the bottom.
Yeah, no. It's not. It's a long way.
Yeah, Arizona, Colorado. Was it Nevada? I don't know.
No, New Mexico, Arizona.
New Mexico, yeah. There you
Anyway.
go. That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we brought you on, Shipper was talking to Mrs. Shipper. What a hilarious conversation that is.
Yeah. I heard just like the end of it, I think.
Just listen to Mrs. Shipper. It's like talking to a female shipper. She's awesome. She is just she is really funny. She is.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here listening. I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting here listening to her talk, and it was funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I heard the I'll get the mail.
Oh, you were on that already. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's too busy drinking already.
Yep.
Hey, it's Saturday, you know.
Dirty.
She is a fun person.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
If you were married to Shipper, would you probably be drinking by 2? I think.
Hey.
Especially after what, 27, 28, 29 years? And now he has to think. I don't know. It's a long time.
No, it's 30.
Brandon is 28, so
32.
Look
look at
at
that.
that.
It's amazing, isn't it? It goes by so quick. So, what have you been up to since the last time we talked? I mean, besides you got this Utah trip coming up, I mean, it's kind of like it's nice to catch up with you, have you on the show, chit chat with you about what you're doing now, and where things are going and all that. So, what have you been up to lately?
I don't remember the last time we talked on the show. I have no clue. I think it was at least 6 months ago or more.
At least, yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's different now. I mean, obviously, it's like I'm not producing your guys' show anymore, but
right.
We added on another show, and so I mean, I still produce a few shows and like Tony's show and everything. But we just got back last week from a trip to Michigan for a film that we're putting out in, I think, early next year or early to mid next year.
Wow.
And I don't know how much I can say, but I know that they have already said the basic premise is Aleister Crowley and the Melonheads. So I don't know exactly how much I can give away, but that's for sure what I can give away. But anyway, it was really fun. Like, we actually went up to Michigan. First of all, we went to Utah, or not Utah. That's next week. We went to Ohio. We went to Ohio and Akron. Okay. And we started the trip out there, drove over to Detroit because Detroit had some stuff that we needed to film for.
Yeah. What was going on in Akron? Or is that just where we landed?
That's just where we started. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did some filming up there. They did a filming all over the place before we got to their place. So, I mean, they were all over the country filming in different spots and trying to, basically track Aleister Crowley's life in a sense.
Right.
And then we went to Detroit, and from Detroit, which from where we were in Ohio to Detroit was like 4 hours, something like that, 5 hours. Mm-hmm. And then from Detroit, we went all the way over to Western Michigan. Okay. And that was where we landed for the remainder of the shoot, which was really cool. I mean, there's like, it was just very fun. We had a great time. We got a lot of cool stuff on film. This might be one of the only times in a project that we've actually caught something that you can see, which is interesting. I mean, like, for people who are into, conspiracies, paranormal, things like that. I mean, this film will run the gambit between conspiracies, paranormal, things that you caught on camera, things that you're learning. Like, it's very different than what we did with other stuff, with other shoots that we've done, other films. Yeah. This one is very much more like a laid out process of information that also has imagery and things like that that'll be, correlating to everything. And this ended with, a bang in a sense. It was just really cool what we caught on camera. And then also what we did, we were able to kind of get some really great shots. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful film. It's going to have a lot of cool stuff. I mean, they did film in Utah. So it was, there is a little bit of Utah in there too. So it's cool. Utah's just everywhere right now.
Yeah. Apparently that's that's the place to be.
Yeah. But we had a great,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was just going to say, are they still doing that show from Utah on the History Channel? What's it called?
Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Search for Skinwalker Ranch or something like that.
I don't know. I've never actually watched it, so I have no clue.
I watched all the seasons up until last year, so that's why I was curious if they were still doing it, and I didn't think to look it up.
They probably are. I mean, that show's pretty big, and there's constantly things that they could put out there from that property. I mean, there's always tests that they're running. There's always, some UFO or something that they see, or that, some evidence that they find in whatever research they're doing. So who knows? That show might go for a little while if it's still up.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think it was season 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it is really kind of cool.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, that's, that was recently we went on the trip there, but we've done a few different things, recently, going different places, different conferences. So, I mean, it's been a busy summer with travel and a bunch of other things, popping up. And, we're trying to basically it's funny because here it's like Tony has been more trying to at least pare down his operations a little bit. So instead of it being him spread out in a bunch of different areas, we're kind of trying to focus a little bit more on the podcast and, not so much into films and things like that. But when you get opportunities like this, it's just, you kind of have to take it and have a good time with it. And that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's cool. That's really cool. It's interesting. It's exciting. Yeah. You guys are out and about becoming travelers of the world, at least of the United States anyway.
Yeah. A lot of it's cool because it's a lot of things that I think we wanted to do. It's just now there's a little bit more room, a little bit more time to get these these trips done and these conferences in, which is it's fun. It's it's not necessarily the time spent sometimes is a lot because you get lost in how much time you're spending somewhere, but it gives us a lot of opportunity to do fun things. So it's filming a bunch of stuff and also going to conferences, you get to meet a bunch of people and kind of, just enjoy your time.
Cool. Yeah. But that's very cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, just, I don't know if I was on last time when I went out to see the solar eclipse in, where did we go for that? Kentucky or Indiana or something like that?
I think you said you went to Indiana.
Yeah. I don't remember if I was on before when I went out, but
I remember, did we talk about the solar eclipse? With Jack, this one, the last one that he went to. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I wasn't sure if I was on before then or not, but it was fun, man. I mean, I know that was April. It feels like years ago, but it was, it was
April.
Yeah, I know.
It's this year or April last year.
April this year. This year. Yeah, this year's flown by.
It has, and I don't know if it's just that things have been so hectic busy, like family wise and all that I don't know if it's just overshadowed everything. I totally forgot. Was that before Faye was born or after Faye was born?
It was just before Faye was born. Okay. It was the week before Faye was born.
Yeah, because they did that. They came in,
and then we did the
rodeo.
We
did the rodeo. Yeah.
We were up to see Faye and everything.
Faye and rodeo all at one shot, and then yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, this year has flown by. I can't believe this is the last day of August. I know I just timestamped the freaking show, but I don't really care. It's Labor Day weekend. It's crazy. How did we get here? I mean, I had a vacation week this week, and you know what I got done? Goose egg.
Hero.
Absolutely nothing.
Hey, you know what? That's a good vacation sometimes, right?
And the bonus, Jack, he was here by himself
all week.
I know. I know he was, yeah.
He was playing you.
Yeah. It was awesome. I did get one more row of tiles.
One more row of tiles. And the row of tiles, he started in the middle of the wall.
Yep. I'm like, let's just do something different.
Hey, you know what? It's okay. One row at a time. That's what they say.
Yeah. I was like, whatever. It's funny. It made me laugh. I was like, I'm going to put it right there.
All right. Hey.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want. It's your studio.
Do you, boo?
I mean, I don't even, it's just an old bedroom. It's not a studio. It's not cool. But
it's, slowly but surely.
Our little place. So, it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's, there's things that have come along this summer that have just been so distracting. Faye's born. You guys were, Tanya had an accident. I mean, her accident 3 weeks ago is just thrown, and it is just is what it is. It's just, it's been like this other, a whole other summer. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. So, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's good. I mean, in a sense, it just gave you a reset kind of.
Yeah. And yesterday was Gemma's birthday. Happy birthday, a day late, Gemma. I mean, that was, I couldn't believe when somebody said something about it.
I would say your wife probably mentioned it that,
I don't know who it was, but I was like, oh, today's Gemma's birthday? And I was like, holy crap. And she turned 4. I'm like, in the world? Everything is flying by. Let me just put it that way. It is flying by.
It's wild. I mean, it's kind of like, that's how I feel too, because it's, I say that I want to see the eclipse in April, and I think, it feels like it was a whole year ago, and that was only 4 months. And, Faye was born 4 months ago. You have like all of these things. It just it feels like this year just kind of, and I always wonder if it's like an election year, if that's why everything feels so rushed, because you're like everybody's just constantly like thinking about the end of the year and the election and all that stuff. But
the end of the world.
Yeah, the end of the world, exactly. But it just gets you to that point where in your mind where you're like, everybody gets that. Everybody feels like they're just not able to comprehend how the year is already gone, especially because like at the start of summer, everybody's like, oh yeah, it's summertime, 3 months is gonna be great. Nope, just flies by, just goes right on out the window.
It's distracting. That's how fast it's going. Everybody's living their life and everything is flying by at this rate of speed that you can't comprehend, because you're looking at the calendar and you're like, this does not feel right. How are we in tomorrow is September 1st. And you're like, how do we get here? How did this happen? I know. And that's what I mean. There's so many distractions in everybody's personal life, like for us as a family, babies, accidents, birthdays, you guys are up and then here we are. It's, election season. Everybody despises it. It's I don't know. And I don't know if that's the reason. I don't know if that's literally the reason why it seems like this year is flying by, or if it's just that it's just flying by,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, your parents always told you, my parents always told me, and I'm passing it on to you. As you get older, time just freaking flies.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't seem like, it's possible for it to be what it is, and yet it's going by that fast, and you're just like, the older you get, the more you look at it, you're like, I guess my parents were right. I guess things do, time does fly by a lot quicker than you think, because you're caught up in the minutia of life, right? Am I right? I mean, you go to work, you come home, you go to bed, you get up, you eat breakfast, you go to work, you come home, you go to bed. That's it. That's the life of an adult. Kids are like, oh, I can't wait till I grow up. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, exactly.
It just
the difference between a kid and an adult is your bedtime starts moving up a lot earlier, 6.
Now you know why they have like the early bird specials for senior citizens, because they're like by 8 they're tired and in bed, and then it's 7, and then like she said, then it's 6, and you're eating lunch for your early bird special.
Right.
Oh yeah, and it's funny too, because like Brandon, a guy who was on the podcast before, Brandon Cooper, he had been on the show with you guys, I think last year at some point.
Right.
He's my roommate here in Tennessee. He and I are good buddies. And the life of a trucker, it's funny, you forget how the life of a trucker is until you're around a trucker constantly again.
Right.
And like I forgot how much time or how little time you have at home to just do relax or do the things that you want to do. Because like he works 12 to 12. He works 12 in the afternoon to 12 midnight.
Right.
And so he's like, he's on the road and out all the time. He gets home, he goes to bed, and then you wake up and you got 3 hours before you got to go to work till you're leaving to go. And it's like, you forget, because growing up, obviously with you as a trucker, it was just like, my brain, you're so used to that schedule of never really having a ton of time. You wake up, you get ready to go, you leave in 2 hours and you go to work.
Yep.
That's just your life. But you forget how insanely busy it can be. It can feel like you're constantly on the move. And I am very happy that my life did not have to take me into the truck driving route, because I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you end up.
Less driver.
One more reason for automated trucks,
right?
Or autonomous trucks, I guess you should say. But no, it's true. I mean, it's a job that just it does take your life, and that's why and we were, like Brandon is home every day. We're home every day, Shipper and I. I can't imagine doing this job and being over the road. My hat's off to those who do it over the road, and do it successfully. It's interesting. I have
some of the best stories though. I mean, there's always, you get Mike on the show and he's just going on and on about Toot Toot, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about. But Yeah, I mean, he's got stories for days. There's constantly things that, when you're living on the road for a few days or a week at a time, it's like you're bound to see some crazy things.
Yeah. Which is why I wish, I just want to get more people, coming on the show. And because everybody thinks they don't have something to say. They do. Everybody's got something to say. Everybody's got something to talk about. You've seen stuff, you've done stuff, you've hauled stuff. You've done, you got it. There's things that you've seen. I agree with you, 100%. Yeah.
Even people, so like I never drove anything over whatever.
Truck, right.
I never drove anything more than like a E350 or whatever.
Right.
But like even driving for a living when I was doing pest control, it's like you see things all the time. There's always, because you're always on the road, so there's something that happens. Whether it's every once in a while you see a near accident or you see an accident or even something crazy that happens to you. Like that's what I remember is like. So I don't know if I ever said this on the show or not, but we at one point had a 06 F-150 that was our daily use, truck that we were using for pest control, and the engine block blew out on the truck in the middle of 78 on the highway, and I couldn't do anything like at all. It was just shaking, and I could barely steer it over to the side of the road, and I got off the road just enough to call AAA and have them come out and tow us to the nearest shop. And like I remember that as one of those moments where it's like your brain just clicks into like survival mode and you're like, I'm about to get rear-ended on a highway. How do I get off as quick as possible and not die? And be safe, especially because I had to get towed. Like he's got to be able to hook up and pull over to the side of the road. Like, but things like that happen to people all the time. Like everybody's got a story to share. So that's why it's like even something as simple as that in an F-150, it's like if you have something crazy like that, that's a story.
Right. Which is why, I mean, to me, this is why we ride in the right-hand lane. Because that way when goofy stuff like that happens, you only have one lane to get off the road instead of three,
Exactly.
You see big trucks break down in the center lane or the right-hand and the left-hand lane. And you're just like, holy crap, that's not good.
Their driving time was up.
Their ELD has shut them off. Or as Shipper was saying earlier, their LED has shut them off.
LED, ELD.
Yeah, that light really.
It's not an alphabet society anymore.
It is an alphabet society.
Oh, man, yeah. But yeah, that's like, I mean, it's just, there's always something that was going on, especially when you see people. I mean, people at times, I feel like they're in their own world driving.
They are.
Like, we just on our way. This was hilarious. On our way to Western Michigan, we were driving. It was like I think it was close to 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock at night. So it's getting to be dusk and everything. And this dude is just driving with his screen, playing Netflix or some movie in the center of his console.
Right.
He was like, you could tell because like at first you thought maybe he was drunk because he's just like swerving, hitting the line, coming back. Hit the line, come back, and then go over the line, come back, go over the other line, come back. And we were like, Tony said, I think I'm just going to get around this guy. I don't trust him. This is not good. And then we get up close enough to where you can see in the dashboard, and he's just watching something. It was like, dude, I know it's late. I know there's really not a lot of people on the road, but still. Like,
you still got to pay attention.
That's an everyday occurrence.
It really is.
I bet.
Yeah. And that's one of the sad things that they build these things right into the dash of the car.
Yeah, this guy was just watching it. This guy was just watching it on his phone. But like Tony's truck, you can put anything on the screen. Yeah, that's how they are with Teslas. All the new, I mean, F-150s. They have these massive screens. It's like a huge tablet for the center console now.
And you have and you have to ask yourself, is that literally necessary? And is it safe?
Yeah.
I remember in the 80s they had the TVs, in the car. And the big thing was, you couldn't have nothing up in the driver's area.
Right,
it could be behind the seat or whatever. Yeah, but now they just threw that theory right out of the water.
Yeah, they just throw it in the middle. They put it right in the middle of the dash. It's crazy, and you're just like, I thought we were supposed to be trying to get things to be safer, not more distractive.
Yeah,
but that's what we're doing.
Yeah, but it's the weird progression that cars and trucks and everything is made is that it's like they're trying to make it more technological, more intuitive with all the stuff that they have with it. But in the long run, it's just become less safe with the distractions.
Yes.
Like, I mean, they have LED screens for every aspect of a car now. Like, you know, even your speedometer is LED screen. There's no actual speedometer, you know, dial or anything like that.
Yeah, it's so weird. There's no physical stuff anymore.
I seen that on a Kenworth. You know, like Estes has a couple, and UPS,
right,
where it's
just a digital screen.
The digital. I'm like, oh god,
yeah, it's crazy, and it's like that.
It's not like it's got the indentation. It's just flat screen.
It's a flat screen,
you know, and
it's almost designed to look like it's a 3D image, like it's got some depth to it and all that. I noticed that when I had when I was using a loaner car, the new Elantra, and I was like, holy crap, it's really nice, but there's no physical screen.
Right.
No, there's no physical dash. Yeah, it's so weird. You turn it off and the dash goes blank, and you're like, there's nothing there.
Yeah,
like, heck.
I mean, they look cool.
They're cool. Yeah, it is.
They look real cool.
One of the craziest things with these new cars is you can pick the type of driving that you want to do, whether it's like a sport or cruising or whatever else they have, what are their other choices. I'm like, what the heck does that even mean?
Brian's using a Toyota. Just go.
Yeah, I just want to move. Can we just put it in drive and go?
Can I put it in forward mode?
Can we just do that mode? You know, wherever it's going to go, it's going to drive forward. What mode is that?
Yeah, that's what's funny is like Tony's truck has like 5 or 6 modes, you know, and it's wild. Like it's just there's like eco, sport,
it doesn't have a mode to keep up with me.
Wow.
Yeah, his truck, that thing moves. I don't know, man. That sport mode might just activate and it would blow by.
Safety recommends that you don't keep up with shit. Just
that makes sense. Yeah,
self-preservation just says you don't need to. It's okay.
Yeah,
drive fast.
Yeah, especially when Chip is in Florida mode. It's like Florida mode activated.
Right, Florida. Yeah, he's like a go gadget truck. That shipper flying down the road. He's making it from Pennsylvania to freaking the tip of Florida in 3.5 hours.
No,
it's like
12.
whatever.
3.5 hours would be crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I bet you if we strapped a rocket to your truck,
Chip just puts it in go mode.
1438 to get to go to the mouse.
And this is a total analog truck here, folks. This is no digital age stuff. This is what year is it?
03.
And 03.
Man. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's nuts.
You're like maxing. You're like you're gonna break the governor. It's just gonna like pop past wherever you're governed at.
98. I lay it on the rev limiter there at 98. That's where it goes.
Jeez,
it's ridiculous. Man. It's ridiculous. The speed limit, the fastest speed limit on the East Coast is 70 miles an hour.
98.
Hey, Jason, bleep that out. We don't need it. Bleep out the numbers.
Getting in trouble.
Dude, I almost bought the farm today.
Oh, do tell.
I forgot all about it being Labor Day weekend, right? And I was in cruise mode, and I'm coming up the climbing hill, the 3 lanes and everything. Right. And I'm rolling coal and we're flying. And I get to the top there, and right next to the construction sign, the lit up sign, I see a white SUV parked sideways. I'm like,
wow! And
I hammered the brakes. I mean, I was just about ready to pass another truck that was doing about 75-ish.
Right.
And I got up on him, and I swear to God, the radar must have clicked that we were both doing the same speed, and the cop wasn't sure what was going on.
Ah.
And I got back far enough. And I saw him pull out. I thought, I'm dead. I'm dead. Right. Because when I looked down, I was coming back off of 90-ish.
Oh, my gosh.
Right. And I'm like looking and I'm waiting. I got over. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting. That cop didn't catch up to me until I got off at 29 at the Cabela's exit.
Wow.
And he kind of looked at me, and I had the turn signal on, and I kind of looked at him, and he just rolled past. I'm like, see ya.
Wow.
I was like, oh, dude, that was the first time I was like sweating both. And I'm like, and I said on the way out, I was on, when I was out in 15th Street in that area, I got to take it a little calm.
Right.
It's the holiday, That's all I saw was cops didn't see any cops sitting. Always saw somebody pulled over with a cop.
Yeah.
And man, I rolled up that hill and down the other side and shit.
Well,
but luckily I tucked in low and drafted back, and I don't know what you're talking about, officer.
must have been their big blue truck you saw. I don't know.
Because all you saw was the truck.
No doubt. The boat is coming to a stop.
We are not coming about. We are trying to stop.
Sparks just flying everywhere. Brakes, smoke coming out from the brakes.
Oh yeah, I did smoke a boy.
Like that's not a telltale sign to the cop.
Hey, better for him to catch you going slower and know that you're going faster than to catch you going fast.
What'd you clock me at? What'd you clock me at? Because you didn't catch the full perimeter.
No.
The full parameter of it.
Well, that's all right. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I just got to remember that going home, too. Because I'm sure that guy's going to be on the other side waiting for me.
Yes, he's going to be looking. Where's that big blue truck?
He's going to be planted there at the Lehigh Valley, the 100 exit there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where he's going to be planted.
Route 1. Well, they said Route 100. They said up on. I have not seen any at the bottom of New Smithville.
Oh, but those cutouts that they put in on that news section?
Yeah.
There's a sneaky bastard. He parks inside there.
The wall.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've seen him there a couple of times.
And you're dead. You're dead when you roll past
because it's like there's a space between where the two walls kind of would would come together, but they made a space there for enough for a car
somebody
to fit
could park
into,
there.
Like a cop right into it, and he's behind the wall, so you can't see him. It's like,
oh my gosh!
You come rolling down the hill, and all you see is a green light over on the side.
Yep.
There's the radar.
Yeah, slow it down now, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, that's one way to catch everyone.
Red, he's coming out.
It is.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
crazy. That's why you just 55 it.
That's my life. I just live right at the speed limit or just above it. Like it's fun. Tony was driving like 80, 85 on the way to Western Michigan.
That's my boy.
It was like in a 60 or 65. He was like, I don't know the road, so I'm not going to push it too hard, but I don't know who's going to be out there watching for us and hitting the radar. And then he goes to me, he's like, I should really get a radar detector, shouldn't I?
That'd be a really good investment. They're not that expensive. So.
Oh no, the one I used to have was an Escort, and my brother and I always swore by him, and I haven't gotten one for about 10 years, and I priced them.
Yeah,
the one I would require getting is about $1,200.
It's the one he would require getting.
Holy cow, dude!
It picks up everything, anything, and whatever. Because the last one I had. I mean, back then it picked up everything.
Wow.
And that was a $500 one. I priced it out. I was just thinking about it. And I'm like, $1,200. I don't go that. I don't take that many trips for $1,200.
I don't know. No. Out here
I know, but this is a short little jaunt,
It's funny because I remember.
I see the sign saying, 61, 22 miles, 21 minutes. We could beat that time.
Right. That's the attitude. That's why you need one of those. Invest $1,200.
That's like the quarter-mile race. You're like, man, I could beat that guy's time. No problem.
Yep.
It's a challenge.
I got it. Challenge accepted.
Oh man, ain't no problem.
Not until you get pulled over, it ain't no problem.
Yeah, but he's not gonna. If he drafts like that and he backs off the speed right by a truck, he's good. He ain't never got a problem.
He has been a very lucky driver. I will say that he has.
Today was the closest.
I don't know how he does it. But he does it.
Some people are just lucky drivers, and I think it's not just luck. There's some sense
of the lottery.
There's some sense of skill with knowing when to slow down and everything too. Because
Well, I had that sense of skill when I turned the key on. Then I just lost it as soon as I got on the highway.
Oh, let's go fast.
And that ESP thing had gone out the window for him.
Burning rubber.
Coming up the hill, and I was like, I looked back, I looked out the right mirror, and I'm seeing the black coming out, the coal or smoke coming out. I'm like, Yep, rolling coal going uphill. Right. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Rolling coal going uphill, slamming on the brakes, screeching them and smoking them on the way down. That's the way it works.
Smoke them if you got them.
There you go. Smoke them if you got them. Indeed. Indeed.
It's so funny because I remember a long time ago, like back when Tony, when I was very young and Tony had just gotten his car, a new car or something like that. And he had a Radio Shack radar detector on his windshield.
Right.
And I was like, you're saying that a good one was like $1,200 or it was $500 whenever you bought it. Right. But like that thing probably cost $60. I don't know how much it actually caught, but it probably did not catch much. Because Radio Shack.
Did it keep him out of trouble?
What?
Did it keep him out of trouble?
I don't know. All I know is he had it.
All I know is Radio Shack's not in business anymore.
I was going to say, if it went the way of Radio Shack, it wasn't that good.
It wasn't exactly. Well, it is a shame. I mean, everything comes and goes. It's the way it is with life. And Radio Shack has gone. Has gone the way of the dodo.
The way of the dodo, exactly.
That's the way it is.
I knew that's where you're going with it.
Yeah, it's the way things are. I watched some really good documentaries this week on my vacation. I was telling Chipper earlier. I watched some good documentaries. Well, I watched at least one good one on the Titanic. But I've been, I was watching, like, I don't know if you guys ever, like, you ever YouTube stuff, just like YouTube, like, what is it called? Rat Fighters, MMA, rat fight. Like the bad guy. And I mean, it's just amazing videos of these freaking MMA fights and that guy. I was having a good time this week. I was just watching whatever. It's nice not to have to, ask anybody else what their opinion is on what you're watching. So,
Yeah.
Not that your mom never really gives an opinion.
I was going to say,
I doubt nothing. I'm not going to watch anything.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, I go down those YouTube rabbit holes all the time. Like, you just get caught. You'll watch a UFC video or you'll watch, some other random video or something like that. And you just keep clicking on the next one. You're like, that looks pretty good. Or, you get in the mood. See, I like these weird horror, horror documentary ones. Yeah. Where it's like, they'll give you a specific topic and it's like, this project from 2001. It's really creepy. Here's all the details. And then I'll just go down a rabbit hole of that.
Then I watched Slap Time with Colin. No. What's his name? He's a British dude with a beard and mustache and a bald head. I forget what his name is. I think it's Colin, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's called Slap Tam. It's hilarious. I mean, they're like all these scary videos. They're supposed to be these scary. But then, what's really funny is when you go to turn like your phone on or your TV on, you go to YouTube, and then you see all these videos of what you've been, like they start feeding you. Your algorithm starts feeding you all, and you're like, is that what I was like? Like when you fall asleep.
Watching them just start playing,
and then it just plays and you're like, okay. And then the next day when you look at your phone, you're like, oh,
whoops.
So, some of the stuff is just stupid. I'm like, Pride and Prejudice, what? Weird.
It's funny because I do that so often that I don't know how it does it, but my YouTube algorithm apparently after I fall asleep watching something, it auto plays into a Joe Rogan episode almost always. Yeah, and I don't even really watch Joe Rogan anymore. Like I don't know how or why it does that, but almost every time I'll wake up to seeing Joe Rogan playing, I'm like, I don't want to. Why? I don't understand this.
Why that's always the question. Like, what was I thinking? Like, one of the first things that pops into my head is I got to get a life. I start scrolling. I'm like, that's the stuff I was. What was that? MMA fighters? What?
Oh, but those are awesome. Those compilations of MMA, UFC, all that. I love that. I mean, some of these
knockouts, like just videos of just awesome. Mike Tyson knockouts. It's like that guy was amazing.
He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight in November.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
a boxing match fight.
Yeah, he's fighting Jake Paul.
I don't know who that is.
Oh well, it's good. Yeah. You don't need to know him. He's just a famous YouTuber who became kind of like a boxer dude, and he's not like. It's funny because like Mike Tyson, you see the videos coming out of him training, and he looks legit still. Like the dude still has it. I mean, he's almost 60 or something like that. I think, right?
Yeah, I think he's like around our age. Somewhere in between where we're at.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I mean, he still is like, he's got all the speed and like, he looks like he's, you know, I don't know how long he could go in a boxing match anymore. I don't know if he could do 12 rounds or not, but I mean, he's seriously.
I like that meme that was on the web about him going over to fight that she from Italy or whatever it was in the Olympics.
Oh, somebody put a meme out about that?
Yeah, you know, because it was a guy that went to be transitioned to a girl or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that where it was like it was a girl that lost to him. And was it MMA fighting or was it boxing?
It was boxing in the Olympics. Yeah. Yeah, because she said she never got hit that hard.
Right.
And then they had Tyson with a little wig and
I did see that. I remember that picture. Mike Tyson with a blonde wig.
I'd pay to get him over there to knock the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, that's just that kind of stuff. That's just that weird stuff that goes on. You know, it's like, I don't understand things anymore. I don't understand this world. But you did bring up Mike Toot Toot Hawes, and he's going to be on the show again.
Good.
Yeah,
that dude. He's always got some wild stories. He's just a guy who's fun to talk to. So.
Well, according to the text he says, and me was, he's gonna have 2-3 beers.
He's funny. He's doing other driving now. You know, he's doing. I don't want to steal any of his thunder. I don't want to steal anything from because it's going to be an interesting conversation what he's doing now and all that. But he's
tune into the upcoming episode.
I was gonna say, just wait then. Don't spill beans yet.
He'll be coming on in a couple of weeks, and we'll have
be a bean spiller.
I don't want to spill beans.
What the heck, man?
I just want to roll that beautiful bean footage. That's all I want to do. That's it. So anyway, it's just.
I don't think you
for everybody.
No, whatever.
Yeah, it'd be worth it. It's worth the wait. What were we gonna say?
No, nothing. Just
it's okay.
Let's keep moving. Because that means something different.
Oh, roll the beautiful bean footage.
Just let it go.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I know it's about baked beans and all that, but
yeah.
Is it really?
So anyway, how's the weather up north, guys?
Hot and humid. It's not hot, but it's
not
humid.
hot, but it's humid.
It's just annoying.
Like 70. It's like 70 degrees, but like 115% humidity.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It makes it feel so hot.
Supposedly Monday it's supposed to blow through, and
we're supposed to get some rain today. It was supposed to be raining today, but it's not.
It's great sleeping weather.
It's gray out.
Believe me, if I didn't have to be up for this, I'd be snoring.
He would be. I'm sure he would be.
This is great. It's great sleeping weather when it's humid.
No, it's not. You turn the AC on.
Yeah, the AC is always on.
It's
my
cloudy.
house.
Yeah, it's cloudy. So
instead of constant 68,
right.
The freezer opens its doors so it gets cool.
I wouldn't say it's cold in Shipper's home, but every time somebody opens the outside door, it snows inside. The condensation comes in and snows.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's a weather phenomena happens at the door.
That's awesome. I love keeping it cold is the way to go. That's right. That's right. Oh man.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been this weird humid, not real hot this week, but just humid. And it has made it feel really uncomfortably hot. And it's just annoying. It's just So I was glad to be home.
Yeah, good. That's good.
In the house. I went and did went down to Sam's Club, did a little bit of shopping down there.
Yeah.
That was the only trip I did this week. That was it. It's the only time I went out. I really didn't go anywhere.
Man, so you know what? You really take that motto of nighttime trucker, going to have the nice pale vampire skin.
Yes, sir. Nighttime trucker.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Sleeper.
Even when you're awake in the daytime, you're still inside. No light is touching that skin.
Yeah, I got no life. I did, and I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It was very relaxing.
He was telling me about that. He says, so what's so wrong about that? Now you see my philosophy some days.
You just feel bad because you're like, I got absolutely nothing accomplished. But it was
kind of like being in the Navy. Hey, you don't get done today, you get it done tomorrow. Before you know it, you're 6 months at sea's up. You're coming back in,
and your ship has sunk because it rotted right through. We didn't take care of the rust, so sorry. Ship sunk. Well,
oh man.
But no, I didn't do anything. It was. I mean, really, it was relaxing.
I was gonna say sometimes those weeks are the nicest weeks anyway when you don't do anything and you're just able to kind of chill.
That is me. I mean, I said I was having a staycation this week, and it was literally a staycation.
It was a bachelor's life, man. You were living the life of a bachelor this week.
He's living the life of you, Jack.
Yeah,
yeah, that's exactly right. It was a good bachelor's life.
30 years older. Awesome. It's an awesome life.
Hey, man, you know what? Just hanging out. You should have invited some friends over and been like, hanging out with the dudes, man.
I got a few friends over. Come out to the Shoeville. We'll have a few laughs.
Yeah, it was relaxing. And that's what I was looking forward to, just to relax. And I knew Mom wasn't going to be home. So, I just figured.
He realized when I showed up this morning, oh, man, it's Saturday. My vacation's almost over.
Dang it.
He realized when you showed up, he was like, there are other people out there.
Crap, the world didn't end. What the heck? Now I got to go back to work on Tuesday.
Turn on a few lights in the cave, right? It's like the first time in a week there's a light on in the house.
All of a sudden, the Shoeville Power Company went.
It's like turning the lights on in the Bat Cave. All of a sudden, Batman shows up and the lights start to flicker a little bit.
You're just like looking over your shoulder, like, what are you doing? It burns.
Yeah, it was it was an interesting week. I really didn't care to not, and I feel bad that I didn't do it. And you really didn't get a lot done. So the big
question was all week: any Amazon packages?
Oh, I do have one coming today.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, I ordered a new wallet for myself because my other one is.
Oh, you're the reason the Amazon package came in. That's the first.
Yeah, but I don't even know if it's here yet. I'm assuming it is.
You can order a wallet on Amazon?
Yep, it's outside on the porch somewhere. Because that's what they do. This is the thing that really irritates me.
You can order a wallet on Amazon?
You can order everything on Amazon, dude. They have a whole.
The only reason why I'm saying this is I was going to employ somebody to try and find me a trifold wallet, because the last time I got a trifold wallet, it's got to be at least 20 years, and all the stitching's gone. Now you don't have to go find one right now.
No, I'm just gonna.
Why would you want to? Trifold wallets get so fat. Like it's just you don't sit on your wallet.
It's like a George Costanza wallet.
Everything is on Amazon. You can order everything. Trifold wallet. Just type in trifold wallet.
All right, we'll do. Well, now I got something to look forward to when I get home.
It's crazy.
I was going to employ one of the persons that like going shopping.
Like your wife?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't like shopping.
She don't like going out.
Oh my gosh.
But no, this is one of the things I wish Amazon would do something about this. Yeah, this is my complaint with Amazon. Is you order something on Amazon, they ask you special places where you want it delivered to. You're like, do you want it on your front porch, side porch? I hit side porch. It always says, you know what? They deliver it to the front every time, no matter what it is. I'm like, why are you putting it on my front porch? Read the instructions.
Well, the reason being is you don't have a sign out front saying this is not the side porch. Put an arrow.
That's true.
You know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to get a big piece of laminated paper, cardboard stuff.
Yeah, you might as well because Christmas season's coming right now.
Not. Yeah, tell me about it.
That's a lot of hauling of stuff.
I have a wife who has a habit at Christmas time, and it's right around that time. Although this year she may not have such a big habit.
I got 500 says she does.
I got 500 says she probably will.
Hey, she had that big of a habit for Gemma's birthday. She's going to have that big of a habit for Christmas.
I know. It's just, that's what's, I don't know.
Because if she's smart, she would just have it drop shipped right to where it has to go.
That's exactly right. I mean, she really should just do that. Everything she orders should just get shipped directly to her.
She's probably saying, well, it won't be wrapped. They got to take the tape off the box.
They can wrap it. You can have them wrap it.
Yeah.
They'll charge you extra for it, but they can wrap it.
Barely anything extra. And like, if you do a big order.
Jack's down there.
I said that to her. I said after Christmas of this past year, I said, you need to start ordering the stuff and have them wrap it and send it.
Yeah.
Because because we get to the last week before Christmas, and now you want to try and wrap everything and get it shipped out. And you're working 12 hours a day.
Shipping it yourself is way more expensive than having Amazon wrap it and ship it, because
you're already paying for the shipping to get to your house, and now you're paying for the shipping to send it to someone else.
Yeah, right. And if it's like an extra $2 to wrap it all, it's like just do
wrap
that.
It.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
At Christmas time, you can wrap it. Yeah.
Well, what if you want to start early, like October?
I imagine.
Then just send it with a note that says "Don't open till Christmas."
Don't open.
No. I mean, getting it wrapped.
They have gift wrapping, I believe, all year round.
Yeah, I think they have wrapping all the time.
Freaking Amazon's amazing.
It is.
No wonder they're a multi-billion-dollar company.
That's why everybody else
that doesn't want to pay anything.
Right. 20.
Yeah.
They make $1 trillion and they pay their employees $20 an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like
sometimes. Not everybody makes $20 an hour there.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, but seriously, that's like, I can't believe last year. I know how much she probably sent to Ben and Gemma, and the amount of you guys paid in shipping was probably almost as much as what you paid for all the presents.
You could have probably put it on a pallet and shipped it, by truck.
If it fits, it flips. I just
shrink wrap the pallet. It's going to one place.
Dad you probably end up you're like, don't tell me how much it cost. I'm not at all. I don't want to know.
We can get it to Roanoke anyway.
Exactly. You just
halfway there.
Ignore her. I just ignore it and you do whatever you're gonna do. You do it.
Yeah.
Don't involve me.
Yeah.
So just put my name on it. That's all. Grandma and Pop. There we go. That's it.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And then when they open up their presents and we get to see that on FaceTime thingy, I'm like as excited as they are because it's like that's the first time I saw it. So that's what we got them. That's awesome.
Good job, Mom.
Yeah. I ordered my wallet. That's what I ordered anyway. That's what I was telling you. I ordered the RFID wallet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a wallet that keeps people from being able to read your credit cards through your wallet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
You should get one like that.
I don't know.
They make the RFID bifolds.
Trifolds.
Trifolds and bifolds.
They do.
And hard ones, hardback, doodads. I don't carry that much cash anymore, so
I don't carry any. That's my problem.
Nope.
I live on plastic. I burn up. I'm done.
I have one rule of thumb, and that is I carry one $20 bill in my wallet.
What the hell? That don't even get you a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
That doesn't get you anything anymore.
Enough. It's just enough in case of emergency, break glass. Here's your $20 bill. That's all it's for. It's not for anything specific.
You can't even get 4 Snickers bars for that.
Nope. That's the truth, Yeah. But I have it just in case I need it. It's there. I mean, I have my debit cards. I have all the cards with me. I get it. I have all those, but I keep a $20 bill just in case. That's just because I know nowadays $20 is like having $1.50 in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean, like
75 cents.
Maybe before you could spot a tow truck operator at 20 and be like, okay, yeah, thanks, I appreciate that.
No, but if you had a $20 bill in your pocket, you go into, if you needed to, you go into a convenience store back in the day. Not anymore.
When they were convenience.
When they were, they actually had a if you needed to make a phone call, in
a phone booth,
at a phone or a payphone, you could break your $20 bill, get a quarter, call somebody who cared. Right. Now, if your car dies and your phone is out of power, you're poop out of luck.
Well,
because there is no. You have to find somebody. You got to flag somebody down who's got a phone.
Yeah, everybody has a phone.
Tesla's charged.
I'm just saying it's good to have a $20 bill hanging around.
It's less and less valuable, but
you need to upgrade that 20 to today's current standards.
100
to be a $200.
Yeah,
what you really need in today's current standards is one Bitcoin. $62,000 worth. One Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need is one Bitcoin.
Crazy. It's this crazy world we're living in. But anyway, my point is you can still go to a drive-thru, get a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, you wave your phone right by and you're on the way.
And get change.
We pay by phone. I got the iPhone update.
Do you know what has sucked? You got a what?
There was an iPhone update.
Yeah.
Apparently I had to update to 17. I don't know when the last time I updated. This is the 10. I think I'm behind the curve because the only reason why I had an update is because I wanted to do online banking with one of my credit card banks,
right?
And it said you must download this software because it doesn't. I'm like, okay. And then it changed everything. My clock's all different now than it was, and the buttons for for me to
different with your clock.
Well,
the way that
I'm just curious.
It's like this bright. It's this big now.
Mine's always been like that.
Well, that's you. You have a newer phone than me. Or you did the update 5 years ago. I don't know.
No, you have a much newer phone.
Whoa. Mine's only two years newer than yours.
Yeah, but you are. I just got the update.
Oh my god!
And Jack, I got 2 extra apps for no apparent reason. Like,
wow.
Get this. You gotta understand this to appreciate it. With this update, I got these apps. Okay, hold on a minute.
He's gonna put on the reading.
With the readers. Yeah.
Yep.
I got this app. Something that says freedom, freeform, and journal.
Yes. Yeah.
And something strap in fitness.
What? Oh, wow.
I know all about this.
That's a novel concept right there.
It was like, they have a fitness app? Boy, if I'd have known that years ago.
Yeah, oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Shipper has his has a special button. It says set up later, set up never, shut up. Set up never. That's the shipper button.
I'm never shutting this thing up.
It's not setting it up at all.
But back to this. When I was doing this, right? Because I guess apparently Apple, you can only get the downloads if you plug the charger in. You got to plug the phone into the charger, and you have to have the Wi-Fi on. Okay.
Well, the Wi-Fi part,
bear with me.
Yeah.
Now my wife comes out, wants to get on the computer, right?
Uh-oh.
I did not think anything about this, right? And she's going up and downstairs looking at the old 1922 router. Boy, this internet's real slow. I must have sucked all the internet right out of this on the Wi-Fi to get this download, though. Did I say a word to her when I was doing? Hell no.
Oh my gosh.
Safety
So,
first,
like
bro.
I said, I need you to get me a computer that is updated
Oh my
and then can
gosh.
actually do something.
You just need internet, man. You need new
This
internet.
is what I need. The next time you're planning to come up here, I need you to get me a computer that's because there's no towers anymore, apparently. You know, everything's in the computer screen.
Well, it's an Apple.
No, I mean, it just depends on what you get. Because even Apple has, like, they're not towers anymore, but they're little squares. You can have a little square for your computer.
Wow.
I just want something where I don't watch the wheel. I could make a sandwich from scratch before it gets loaded.
In other words, you
Yeah.
can make the bread.
Right.
Hey, man, that you 100% need new internet, and you need a new computer. You need a new computer.
This is your job. You need to get me what internet I need and the computer to match and the router and set it all up for me. So when you come up here, you have all the shit here. It should only take 15 minutes, and then it'll take us 5 years to figure out how to operate it.
I was just gonna say you underestimate how much you're gonna have questions. It's new computers. I mean, it's not the same.
Well, that's why I started putting the online banking onto my phone, because when the computer goes, because we do occasionally get the blue screen. Now, whether it's the death or not, we're just waiting to see if it ever comes back up. So, this is why I'm on this with this. And I'm like, yeah, we gotta update something here.
Yeah.
My gosh.
The old AOL dial-up isn't handling it.
No.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? Now you're learning new things with your new update on your phone.
Look at that.
Yeah, but it takes me a while now. I have a hard time trying to merge people. I'm like, these guys, I got to put my glasses on to find the button. And where's the button at? Oh, yeah, this was a whole week process. Hopefully,
Really?
I'll be better by the time you get back.
It's still there. Why
The
would
buttons changed. They're not in the same space they were.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yours might not be because
I was gonna say yours are probably the same.
Mine's updated. Yeah.
Yeah, me. I'm like, I hear like Tom calls me. Hold on a minute, I got to find out what button to put. Push, blah, 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 and then to try to merge somebody.
And then you hear the hello, hello. Is everybody here? Hello.
Is this thing on?
McFly.
Oh man, McFly.
It's hilarious. Yeah, technology, modern technology
sucks.
Thankfully, when that happens, we're all sitting on the side of the road, pulled over.
Exactly.
Taking our lunch break.
No, I'm usually stuck at Harrisburg waiting for an empty.
Well, that too.
that is true. That is
oh,
true.
Man.
So anyway, this has been fun.
Yeah, it has been fun.
It actually was nice catching up with you, kiddo. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me back on. You know, the years being able to produce the show was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I mean, because that's where I started, was producing Hammer Lane Legends at the very beginning. And, you know, through that time, obviously now I moved down to Tennessee and I work doing this full time with Tony. So, you know, it was a good learning experience and being able to work with everybody and get to meet, you know, the guys from your work and all that stuff and hear the stories weekly. Pretty cool. So I'm just, you know, glad that I was able to start with you guys and, you know,
hone your skills to actually become something.
Hey,
now
isn't that what that's what we all try to do, is just get better. So it's, I'm just glad that, you know, it's fun to be back, you know, and be able to kind of just, you know, see how the show's doing. I mean, seriously, it's fun because I get to see how Jason's been, you know, putting the shows together and everything and putting them out on video, which has been, you know, good. So if you like video, go ahead and check this out on YouTube, right?
Amen. And that's what I keep forgetting to say that. You know, check us out on YouTube. You know, the show is on YouTube. It's also on podcast form. If you go on YouTube, you know, hit the like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that. Like, I don't. Yeah. I hear you know, when I'm watching these YouTube videos that I watch, I hear them say that all the time. I'm like, I got to learn to say that. Which I'm glad you said that, because like it made me think I got to learn to say that. So like us on YouTube and subscribe. And just like us on podcasts.
Just like I got to unsay voicemail.
You do. Right.
Yeah.
Unsay it. It's unsaid now. Now that he said it.
Did you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I wasn't going to say anything. Anyway. 5-star review everywhere, everybody. Thank you. Amen,
brother. 5 stars. Yeah, see, all those things that I've heard that we don't even say anymore. We used to say.
See, we need a weasel like him up here.
He said, called you a weasel.
The Gen Z XY are
called
here.
You a weasel.
A Gen. I'm not even a Gen Z.
He's a millennial.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right? You're a millennial.
Yeah, I'm like at the very end of millennials.
Yeah, because I was the end of Gen whatever I am, Gen X.
X.
And then was what, millennial. Right?
Yes, I don't know. I have no clue.
I think it's millennial.
Why would a millennial care about any other generation? I mean, what are you asking me? Just to give a crap?
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so like and subscribe on YouTube. Like us and subscribe on podcast if you listen to us that way. We hope you're listening to us every which way you can, like an old Clint Eastwood movie. Any which way you can. Every which way
you go. It's free anyway.
Well, that way, it's a good question. Why they got it? Because that way, then when you subscribe, you get the automatic up. You know, hey, your show popped. It's here in your subscriptions.
I didn't know that. I go on the YouTube and it says subscribe. I'm not subscribing to Dick.
He's a very helpful person to have on. You see what I'm saying? One of these days.
Oh, man.
One of these days, I'm going to have a fill-in host.
Yeah, you tried that. Where are they all at? Well, you call me.
We're gonna,
because I'm the only sucker that's got nothing else going on.
He has as much of a life as I do. I spend my whole vacation at home. And that's the shipper. It's like we're two peas in a pod. It's like,
where's my Dre on a 3-week vacation? Where's the man walking? Oh, I gotta go with my wife.
You guys are both like potato, meat, couch.
Yes. Amen, brother. That's it.
Meat, couch, potato.
Oh, man.
Couch, meat, potato, chip. Yum. Yum.
Oh, wow.
So when's the next time you're coming up this way so I can tell my wife we might have
you're gonna have an updated everything. Oh, man.
Because you know what that means. Here's what I'm gonna tell you what it means. This is exactly what Shipper means when he says I need to get all this stuff together and bring it up. He means I want you to bring it up, install it, and now hang out for a couple of weeks while I learn how to use this.
Oh, no. I just need it all hooked up that it works. We're good to go. You get me online. You get me to online banking off figure the rest out from there.
You have a son, right? Does he not have hands and the ability to set this stuff up for you?
No, he's quite like me. You think I have zero patience? He's got 0 to the 12th magnitude of patience.
If it's not hunting season,
if it's not hunting or fishing season,
if it's not fishing season,
there's no way you're getting anything done.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you know what? That's all right.
The nut doesn't fall far from the tree. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, just two old people here just wanting to try to get their internet updated.
just so that they can send
I just want to get rid of the dial-em-up.
He wants to get rid of the circly thing.
I'm tired of climbing up the pole that asks Mabel to get me the internet.
Shippers still get those messages that says, "You've got mail."
Yeah, he's got all the music that plays beforehand.
I go out to the mailbox every day. I don't see any mail.
Shipper's computer sounds like a fax machine going off.
And then I heard there's such a thing as wireless printers.
Oh my gosh.
That's a whole other phenomenon.
Again, how much time do you have when you bring all this stuff up?
Wow. Oh my gosh, dude.
You just make sure you can take a month off from Tony. You know, he's not going to like that.
Well, they take off of Christmas. All of December.
That's true. We did do that last year. That was great.
Yeah.
Did you have off all December?
Yeah.
No, it was like the last 2 weeks, but it was still nice.
Just about the whole year.
It is just about the whole year. I've got the last week of the year off.
The whole year.
Yeah. I got
the whole year in review.
Ooh, we got to figure out what we're going to do with Jason this year as far as Christmas goes.
Yeah.
We got to buy him a gift.
No.
He didn't buy Jack a gift.
The gift of life, Jack.
Yeah, you're done.
I gave you life. I can take it away.
I'll leave that up to your mom.
Amazon, here it comes.
Yep. Amazon is delivering my life for me. Thank you. And they're putting it on the front porch so somebody else stole it and walked away. Here goes my life. That's great. Living out there without me. So
do you save your Amazon boxes and just throw them outside to see if any porch pirates come by?
No, but it's a good idea because Michelle saves all the Amazon boxes. She
Might
literally
recycle them somehow.
A whole stack. Well, when we go downstairs, take a look at what's right next to the television. You'll see a whole box, a whole pile of boxes in the corner. Those are all literally Amazon boxes that have been delivered to our house.
I bet you she's saving them because she wants to have boxes to ship to us.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Put all the stuff in and ship it to us.
I'm sure she does.
Almost 100. I would imagine.
Just drop ship it direct.
Yeah. Yep. Send it to their houses, and you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
I'll let her know that. I'll tell you what, because that just makes so much more sense than her trying to wrap all the presents and then box it up and then take it.
Spend another week at Tanya's.
With her, there's your mom with her rheumatoid laden hands, all bent, trying to wrap stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? You don't even cook. You're willing to wrap presents, but you won't cook me a meal. What the heck?
Do you really want that?
Do you really want that? I had one. 35 and a half years ago, I had one.
Avoid it.
The water tastes burnt.
I love my wife, and she's just not a cook.
No.
And it's okay.
No. She can put coffee in a filter and run water through it.
Yeah, but if she was tall enough to not spill the coffee down the side of the filter, so that I don't want grounds in my coffee.
A little less grounds next time.
Maybe use a double filter process.
I literally had that conversation with her like a year ago. I said, "Don't make me coffee anymore. I keep getting because she's not tall enough to reach the coffee pot.
You give her a little step ladder. You know, you have to have the Alfonso sign.
That she doesn't.
You have to be stall operated coffee maker.
She isn't. You have to be this tall to ride
lower
this
counters.
ride.
That's your problem.
Yeah. Make them miniature people.
We did. It's just easier for me to make it.
60-inch counter, and you got two people less than 5 feet. Go figure them out.
Oh my gosh!
The house of dwarfs.
A house that needs to be built for dwarfs.
Yep.
Either that or the kitchen can be 2 levels.
Just a staircase, just wrap around it.
I'm going upstairs to get to the top shelf of the couch.
Oh my gosh!
Little lofts going around that you can walk around.
That is our house. It's crazy.
That's funny.
It is funny. All right. Well, we said this before. We'll say it again. Thanks for coming on the show, Jack. It was great having you. I really did enjoy. I know Shipper enjoyed himself because he was actually involved. He actually had a good time chit-chatting with you.
I didn't even go on the phone more than once.
No, I mean, it one started from the beginning and went to about halfway through, but, then he got off. Finally came to the show.
He got distracted with Utah, so it's...
It drove him to his phone. So, but anyway, thanks for coming on. It's great catching up with you. I hope everybody enjoyed seeing Jack again and catching up with him, because I think it's always a blast to talk to him. Because, I mean, just because I'm your dad doesn't mean I talk to you all the time. Just usually like once a week or so, trying to catch up a little bit.
You should be in my truck. Me and him, we talk every week.
It's fantastic. Thanks.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
That's why when you call, sometimes I don't take your call right away. I'm on the blower with him.
Yeah. It's so good. Yes.
That I believe. Right.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, guys. It was fun.
It was a blast. And, we hope everybody enjoyed the show. If they enjoyed the show, Shipper, what can they do? Can we do it this time? What can everybody do if they enjoy the show?
Share the show. Share it with people's, non-people's, people they like, people they hate.
Social
as long as they're
media.
upright breathing, and they can operate.
What?
As long as they're upright and breathing, and they can operate a phone that can,
or a computer,
work the show. Yeah. Well, no, everybody's got a phone. Nobody's got a
computer. You can YouTube. Don't forget that. You can YouTube it. Like and subscribe. You can listen to it on podcast. Like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating if you think about it and you want to. We want to hear that. We want to hear those yes. And
just like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Apart from that, keep the hammer down.
The hammer laying.
Amen. Take care.